Happy Monday, everyone. Carmen Broxma here with another episode of my Mojoy Monday. And I'm really excited that I did this. It's called Creativity Now, that it was the first time Stampin' Up! Ever did it with demonstrators. And it was on Saturday for 4 hours. And we just pretty much crafted, followed along with some of the employees, some demonstrators and stuff, and they designed cards and put them together, and we got to craft along with them. So that was really fun. But I was really glad because I had a busy week, and tonight I am doing something with a couple other friends. We're having like a do-it-yourself party, and we're since I'm involved with doTERRA and Stampin' Up! And also Mary and Martha products, we're having, it's kind of like a DIY doTERRA and Stampin' Up! Combination tonight. And so in getting prepped for that, I was like, oh my gosh, I still got to design a card for today. But I decided to use one of the cards, be inspired by one of the cards that we did on Saturday by one of the employees at Stampin' Up! And so let me go ahead and show you the products. Now I can't open the catalog yet because it doesn't go into effect until July. But we're using a suite of products. And I've showed this before in another video. But we're going to be using this suite of products, the Splendid Day suite. And that's what all the cards were used this weekend to work on. And so I am changing it up just a little as far as the colors go. She used, I believe she used this paper right here in her card. And then she also used, for the stamping blends, she used Fresh Freesia and Pool Party. And I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm going to be using the Petal Pink, the Light and the Dark stamping blends, and also the Soft Sea Foam. And on her card, she did use the Soft Sea Foam as her card base, and I'm going to be using Calypso Coral. And I'll kind of step you along and on kind of what I did a little different than her card. But it was nice to have somebody else do the work for me this week. I just kind of changed it up a little. So we're going to be using this beautiful paper, although I'm using this one here since this is the one that I used from before, and I had a nice piece left over that fit this card perfectly. And we're using this stamp set. And I think really the only thing that I'm using out of this is the bee and the much love sentiment here. And we're using a piece of the ribbon. And these trinkets also come in the suite, but I'm not using any of them today. But if I can get this open, I can show you what they look like. So they're really cute, but we're not going to be using those today. But that's part of the suite that you will see in the mini catalog. And if you're a current customer of mine, you should have gotten it or should be getting it soon in your mail. I know that some people have already gotten it. I don't know if everybody has. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the card. And I just wanted to let you know that I will be also showing you the projects that we're going to make tonight in our DIY class. I'll put a picture up there. And if you're local and this is something you're interested in being notified about when we do create these classes, just let me know. I mean, if you're on my email list, I could send it out to you, but I want to know who's interested in these DIY things that involve more than just Stampin' Up. And I don't want to send out emails to everybody on my email list who think they're just getting Stampin' Up stuff, and then I send them stuff about a class with doTERRA oils. So I just kind of want to respect people's emails. So if you're interested, and when I show you the pictures, you're just going to love them. They're so, so cute. And I will show that to you here and in a little bit, probably toward the end of my video, or maybe in the middle. I'll pop in that picture of what we're going to work on tonight. Okay, but let's get started on today's card. So we're going to take a piece of basic white, and I will, again, like I said, have all the dimensions on my blog. And we're going to take our Stampin' Blends, and we're going to start off with the light one. And this is such a fun and easy technique. I mean, I fell in love with it. It was just so easy. So we're just going to take the light soft sea foam, and I'm just going to scribble on the bottom here. And I'm just going to go up, you know, a little bit like that maybe. Then we're going to move into the dark one and just kind of scribble up the page again. Then we're going to take, now we're going to go from the dark, what is this, the petal pink, because we want to have the two darks together. And I'm using the brush end, and again I'm going to just scribble up, and then we'll take the light of the petal pink and scribble up on that. And I think that is pretty much it for that. And what they, like I said, they used different colors. And what they did is when they stamped the bees that we're going to stamp next, they stamped it with the same ink color. So they used petal pink on top of petal pink. Well, on their colors. The way the instructions said is to do the same color of ink stamping on top of the same color of blends. But I wanted it to be a little more darker. So I decided to go with colors that match these colors nicely, but were a little darker. So we're going to go with the garden green, and we're going to take our little bee stamp. Isn't he so cute? And we're just going to ink him up here. And I need to leave room here for a sentiment that we're going to be doing on a piece of basic white. So basically, you could kind of lay that over there to give you an idea of where not to stamp your bees so that you allow room. So I'm going to stamp one here, and then, and it's okay, I mean, if you overlap them a little, but it's just a matter of the look that you want. So I think I'll put one kind of going maybe downward, something like that. So now let me clean off my stamp, and now we're going to move into the other color for the top part, which is Calypso Coral. And again, you could place that piece over there so you kind of know where you're going to be having your sentiment. And I'm going to just put one bee there in the Calypso Coral, and maybe another one up here. Okay, so now we have the stamping done on that. Oh, I'm going to leave out my Calypso Coral. Might as well do our sentiment now. And then now we're going to take our sentiment. Going to ink that up. And then stamp that on here. And I'm going to try to stay in the middle because I'm going to be flag tailing the ends. So hopefully I can get this straight without getting my head in the camera here. Okay, looks pretty good. So now I think we're done with all the stamping, so I can close this up. And now I'm going to take my paper snips, and the way she did it was just, you know, if you could use a die if you wanted, but she just did it really quick. Just, you know how you do, go down the middle, take a snip down the middle, and then meet it from the side corners so that you can get that little look there, like that. This isn't my favorite way to do it, but when you're in a hurry, I guess it works out pretty good. So I just never know how to get it looking even, but I guess if it's a handmade card, then that's the whole idea, right? It's not supposed to be perfect. Okay, so there we have that. And then we're going to take our ribbon, and I used about 7 inches, but what we're going to do is kind of lay this right behind here so that you can see a little bit of the ribbon coming out of both ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see, how's the best way that I want to put this down? I guess I could put a piece of, just kind of run a piece of the snail down the middle. And then kind of, you know, put it down so that you have a little bit of that, you know, it's kind of at an angle like that. And then if you want, you can, you know, kind of trim the edges to give it that slanted look. So there's that. That's very cute. Then we're going to go ahead, and I took this die from the set, this one here, and I took the same colors of scrap paper, the pale pink, is that what I used again? Yeah, the pale pink and the soft sea foam, and I took some scrap paper and I die cut 2 of these out. So here they are. And so now it's just a matter of figuring out where I want to place these on this, because I want to pop this up on our card. So what I'm going to do is, since this is, you know, up here, it's a matter of what, if you want to keep all the pale pink on one side, or if you want to do opposite. And I think I'm going to do opposite. That way it's something different. I'm going to give that a try instead of laying pale pink over pale pink. So we're going to put this top one here. And the way I'm going to adhere this is with some Stampin' Dimensionals, because I want this popped up on my card. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a Stampin' Dimensional there, and that'll hold that down. And then I'll find a place for this one down here and do the same thing. Now I guess what I should have done was use that one Stampin' Dimensional for both. So what I think I'll do, maybe I'll lift this up since I didn't do that, and maybe this one will be just a little popped up a little bit more than the other one. That might be cute. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add some more across here. And then that way this will be popped up nicely. And what I could do is put, oops, I don't want to put it that close because I want to hide it. There we go. Okay, then let me just get a couple more on here. just to make sure that it is nice and even. And then we'll go ahead and take the release paper off. And I think what we'll do is before we add this, I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the rest of the pieces. So let's get our card base, which is the Calypso Coral. And let's go ahead and put this down. And it's kind of at an angle. So the look we're trying to get is something, you know, you just want to be able to see that beautiful DSP on the back, that metallic look. You don't want to cover it all up with this stamped image here. So I think we'll do something like that. So let me go ahead and get that adhered to the card front. This is a real simple card. And you could do it in any color. And if I could find her card, I will go ahead and post it on my blog so that you can see the two different colors. But they won't have the on-demand version of that event until, I think she said maybe today. We'll have to check that out. And if you haven't noticed, tomorrow is free shipping day. So excited. I sent out a newsletter to all my customers letting them know. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put this down. Alrighty, and then we can bring that other piece back in. Okay, let's see. Let's put it like that. Then we'll bring our sentiment piece in, and we'll go ahead and put that like down the middle here somewhere. And it's just a matter, I think I want my sentiment to be a little straight. So let's go ahead and put it down like, so hard. The other pieces are crooked. It's hard for me to tell what's straight. I'm guessing like this. Okay, and then we'll put that down. And what I'm going to, and see the cute thing about it is then you can still see the bees back there. And that's why I kind of wanted them a little darker. So there is that card. And then all we have to do is the inside. And I just took a leftover piece that I had of that designer paper, and I went ahead and put it on a basic white at the bottom, and then we'll just go ahead and adhere this to the inside of the card. And then there we go. And then I think this card is done. Wasn't that simple and easy? And yet so cute. So I'm so happy that I did that event. It was fun, and it was the first kind of event that we had that didn't have any business related topics, which was nice. It was just being creative. That's why they called it Creativity Now. Alrighty, so I will go ahead now and show you that the projects that we're going to make tonight. And that way you can kind of see. And then if you could just, I think what I'll do is I will put a link in the description of how you can let me know if you want to be notified of these kind of classes that I'm doing with a couple other friends. So here's a picture of the projects that we're doing tonight. Now, the picture doesn't show the bug balm that we're putting on the inside of the little card that I'm doing. But basically it's a little card, and inside holds the lip balm. I mean, not the lip balm, the bug balm, but it's the size of a lip balm, and it's basically a bug balm. So if you get bit by a mosquito or whatever, you can go ahead and put that on, and it has essential oils in it, and then the other one is just gorgeous because, of course, I love sunflowers, and it's a reed diffuser. So here's a picture of those projects that we're doing tonight. Aren't those just so cute? I just love them, and I'm so excited. So hopefully you enjoy. Oh, and I wanted to show you one other thing, because since I'm involved with also the Mary and Martha products, I just wanted to show you. I'm getting ready. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's called, Bible journaling, and I'm excited to get started with that. So a friend of mine got me this illustrated Bible, and basically, you just use the pages to do all your stamping and coloring and all that on scriptures. And so I'm excited to get started with that. But this is a huge book because the pages are thicker, so that when you're stamping and coloring, they're not the regular thin pages that a Bible has, because you want to be able to stamp and do all that stuff. But I didn't know. I wanted something to carry this in back and forth with some supplies. So Mary and Martha had this cute bag. Look at how cute this is. And I haven't even taken the tag off. But it has zippers down the side. And then you can open it up. And there's different things in here. You got a pocket up here where you can put stuff. And here's the devotional that my friend gave me it's a 14-day devotional, and it has all these goodies in it so that you can use in your Bible journaling. So I could put that in there, and it has these little mesh pockets. It has these little clear pockets that I could use for, putting pens or highlighters or color pencils or anything, whatever I'm going to be using to color in my Bible, stamps or ink pads or whatever it is. And then it has another pocket here. So, but then I wasn't sure. I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to fit my, Bible? So I went ahead and put it in here, and it did fit. So now, oops, I have something to carry my supplies and my Bible whenever I am not going to be journaling here at home. This is going to be a challenge for me because I like to have all my craft supplies near me. So I'm going to have to be really organized to be able to take this to somebody else's home and be able to work on it. But I just love it. My Bible is pink, and then this has pink flowers in it. It says be still, and I love that because I think when you are still, when you be still and you just stay quiet and listen to God, you just get that peace from Him. So I'm really excited about this. So I just wanted to share it with you and let you know that right now, Mary and Martha is doing a buy one, get one half off. So basically, I bought this full price, and then I got another one half off. And you can do that with any products in the Mary and Martha catalog for the month of June. So that's a great way to get some gifts and to not have to pay full price for both of them. So I will also, I think I have in my description my website, and so you can see how I'm involved with all three of these companies: Stampin Up, Mary and Martha, and doTERRA. So alrighty then. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I want to thank you all who follow me, and maybe one of these days I can start sharing some Bible journaling ideas with you once I get into that. So I hope you like my channel. If you do, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated, and that helps YouTube push it out to other people, helps grow my channel. And I thank you all that follow me. And if you are new to my channel and you like what you see, if you want to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated too. All right, well, you all have a great week. And I'm excited about tonight to have our first DIY class. So hopefully that all goes good. And we will see you again next Monday for another episode of my Mojoy Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.